girls are completely cut off.
I'm noticing the same thing in my area recently, to be fair. Exactly what you just said. A couple on the phones, the rest of them in the bushes. It seems to be a trend that they're following. We can see it, and I say, going back to the bushes, anybody that knows for security, gardeners, whoever, you get the bushes down so you can see. Cameras need to see over them, etc. Councils are failing us.
I just think, as you say now, if you go and look at most of the crime, like even under Dorset Police, so this would be nationally, they class it under foreign nationals, so they don't break it down into an individual assault, rape, so you can never get a true understanding, you never get a true statistic.
Where are the walls?
In that basket, just go and grab it.
Can you grab me one, please, if you do?
Okay.
Cheers.
Just go and grab one off Donald, they'll give you one. So that's sort of the gist of it. So obviously we're going to have a few speeches today. Nick's going to do a speech as well. This has been going on a long time in Bourne. I mean, if you actually go and look at the stats of the Roundhouse, I think in the last 7 years they've had 100 crimes a year. But they don't report any of this. And if I come out and say it on a Friday night, the left turn up, they call me fascist. Now, the true meaning of fascist is me coming out and trying to oppose your opinion. And that's what they do to us every week. So they're the true fascists.
The funniest thing is, actually, in the mainstream media in Wales now, they're actually educating the left to become fascists.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
And then the interesting thing that we find interesting is that they've come out and demoed us and said, "Oh, more refugees." Now we're not against immigration. We're just illegal immigration and security and safety. You know, and a national security for everybody in this country. Now, you know, we know that everybody's not an issue. Unfortunately, like black and white, people get labelled, people get put into a box. But that's not reality. Reality is we might have 116 crimes in a hotel, say 615 men in these 3 hotels, and 50 might be a problem. But the problem is all 615 are getting labelled as the problem because we've got no way of knowing. The public have got no way of knowing.
It's true. I mean, there's something you said earlier that I was going to come back on. So I say there's so much information to take in at the moment. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in my head all the time.
I was going to say,
I keep all the Bournemouth stats in my head all the time.
I've remembered. The boats that are arriving on the shore, which is an invasion, we say, they don't put them down as refugees now because they put them down as rescued at sea. So now they get processed.
And the other thing, what they do is they give the hotels these 5-year contracts with a full refurbishment and payment up front. And then and when they house these people, they're not going in as asylum, they're going in as foreign student. And then at the end of the 5 years, they get their citizenship.
We've actually got documented proof of them getting their money, getting their card, spending it, gambling it.
This is government level. This is actually being orchestrated by the government. This is not boat people.
And it's happening everywhere. Exactly. It is. Thanks for talking to us, though, and have good luck for today. Yeah, we'll do, buddy. Thank you. There you go, everybody. Hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight to what's happening today and the problem that they're suffering here in Bournemouth. Very good. Zen, Shazza, hello you two. Thank you for coming in. I say we might need some mods today. It's going to be quite a long march. There's a lot of hills here. It's very hot. We've got Patriot groups at the other hotels waiting as well. We've passed the route back, and yeah, if you're staying inside and getting out of the sun, thank you very much for modding the channel, you guys. Cheers for being here. That's good. So I think we're getting ready to move. So down, I have to run off there to speak to the liaison officer. So yeah, hopefully we'll be getting going soon, everybody. You're right.
Sorry, you're here. And then when you go to the floor, just make sure there's nothing, like no lip. Even if it's not hard, all the ladies that are slow walking, push chairs, slow walkers, all just sort of gather.
As long as you push me in the wheelchair. Exactly, yeah. I'll stick my feet up. You get one of those. I'm sure you can get a couple of the roof on that. It's pretty good though. It's well kitted up. To be fair, we missed the pub tank crew with their mobility vehicles, but this one's well kitted up for the march today. Union flag and St George's flag on board. Got stewards here taking care of litter as always. I mean, there has been reports of Bournemouth, Antifa and other lefty groups that are going to counter this, but we haven't seen them yet. There is a Pride Festival actually going on here in Bournemouth today as well. How you doing, you alright? Yeah, good stuff, buddy. Yeah, so there is the Pride March going on, which we've walked past already as well here in Bournemouth today. Come on, CP, this isn't Brighton. Graham's got a job to do, right?
I'm wondering where's best to do that. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe it's completely closed and there's no footfall. Once we do this, how long until we've got footfall? It's all quite closed off. Because it's...
Yeah, we've got zero at the end, we've got big sealed areas. So we're going to build switch from one spot to the end.
So once we go down here, is it a similar layout to this? Because obviously it's not town centre.
This bit will be, and then we've got 200 yards of main road, and then we're turning off, and then we're back to this, and then we're off. Just got to get past the Boston Gardens down and up the hill, and then we're free. But that bit, as I say, is a bit of a hill, and we have to take these labours.
And I take it the gazebo you mentioned at the end
It's in the shape.
is we're going to be on flat. You don't have any sort of... you don't need a platform.
No, it should just be...
Okay, so you'll be ready, yeah?
I'm ready. All right, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
What do you say?
Ladies and gentlemen, can we help Darren out? We need volunteers to hold the banner. So if your hands are free, help Darren out. We need 8 people holding the banner.
Thanks very much, guys.
That's CP. I'll do what I do usually, come in for the interview. Today.
Nick, get the unfurling, mate, I'd say.
CP, get the unfurling.
You guys want to head that way? Go head that way.
Oh, Terry. Yeah.
Terry!
This way, well, over this way.
Gonna jump in, guys.
Thank you, Shadow Man. I say please like and share, everybody, if you haven't done so already. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It's free and it will let you know when I go live each time and when new videos are released. Thank you very much. So if I do miss any messages today on the chat, I'll try and catch up when I get chances to. But otherwise, I'll let you lot watch this in mostly peace. And do chat amongst yourselves, and let's have a good day here in Bournemouth. Are you getting a little shot of this? Yeah.
I will when we
It's only because he came up with that.
say that because I swear to God, and I'm not exaggerating, I do now suffer with PTSD because of police. Well, how many times have I been in trouble with police for doing things that aren't even illegal? It does have an effect, you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. Stick to the shade. JFK blown away. See you later. But yeah, I do agree though, you lot, that the music, I think, detracts from the gravity of the situation. That's just my opinion. I prefer the protests that have the marches. No. We need some verification of this, okay. But welcoming everyone. If I haven't already said hello to you, I do apologise. Let me get the other phone out quick. Bring up the chat on here and I can read it better. Yeah. I don't think you'll get any eggs your way today. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what does my head in? The fact that I have to watch adverts on my own content. It's unbelievable, isn't it? YouTube will break if you sing it. Cheers, mate. Chosen in Christ. Respect to you, mate. Respect to you and your religion. I'm an atheist, but I respect all things Christian because I was raised in a Christian country. There's some great AI music fits the protest. Yeah, John Graham, you're right, mate. There is actually. I'll hold two phones, one in one hand, one in the other. We can read some chat a bit clearer here. Groovy baby, welcome in. Tina, how you doing? And you, Chris Tyler. Sweetie Pie from Florida. Thank you all the way from Florida. Braintree is a nice little town. CJW is a nice town. Yeah, we got some. Is Emma good? Emma, are you good? Emma's good. Friar Tuck, how are you doing? Hola. Hola, senor. How you doing, mate? You all right? Been keeping well?
Coming up to RAF Barnum tomorrow.
Tomorrow? RAF Barnum? Wait, where's Barnum? Near your ends. I would normally say yeah, but transport and travel's a bit awkward at the moment. I have my licence taken until next February, ain't I?
I haven't.
12 months.
Who's going to drive that Mustang?
I've got my mate driving it at the moment. He's, about keeping Braintree safe from unvetted illegals. I don't think that guy in that car there is going to want to get involved personally. What? You all right? 29 degrees down in Devon, says Nick the Egg.
Well,
If it was, mate, if transport weren't an issue for me, 100%.
Well, it's
Yeah. What's it? And this is in Airfield, yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's ex-MOD base, so it used to store nukes and mustard gas.
Yeah.
and it's now being converted into Home Office, taking it over to be housing. It's got 1,300 illegal migrants in a village of 600.
Yeah, that's the worst bit about it. It's the fact that they outnumber the village itself. How do they say this is not an invasion? Of course it is.
And they're going to have on-site dentists, on-site GPs.
The more you hear about it, the more it just makes you angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't even get a GP and dentist.
No, I know, mate, I know. And that's the worst bit. Now, where was we last when we saw this young lad here with his flag? Where was we last? Emma? She's talking, hang on. Gareth, was you there last? This young lad, he's got his flag that says the Little Patriot.
Yeah, it was a Crowborough.
That's it, Crowborough, yeah. I was just trying to get my head around where we saw him last.
Andy was at goal this week.
Oh, was he? Yeah. Oh, he's a proper patriot then. He's a proper little patriot. Hmm? Oh, you got the young lad here that's dressed like a proper British lad. Yeah. I was just curious where we saw him. It was Crowborough. Gareth said already. Yeah, see, Andover. Pardon? I know. Music's gone a bit quiet now.
Hello! So can I sing in last in yoga?
So yeah, music's gone a bit more quiet at least, so... Oh, hang on, banner. Squeeze right. You alright?
See if we can get right by the speaker and you might have a chance of hearing us.
Right, guys, the chance to that. Say it loud, say it clear, illegals are not welcome here. A little practice. Say it loud, say it clear, illegals are not welcome here. No.
Hold on. Hold on, Shell, hold on.
Retake.
Hold on. I'm multitasking. Hold on. Go.
Say it loud! That's not loud! Right, here we go, guys!
Going on a march.
Welcome here!
Slow down. strikes? Who strikes? Who strikes? Who strikes? Braintree says no. 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 Say it loud, say it clear. Legals are not welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Legals are not welcome. Say it loud, say legals are not welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Legals are not welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Legals are not welcome here. Stop the boats! Stop the boats! Send him back! Send him back! Send him back! Back! Stand up back! Stand up back! Stand up back! Don't unpack! You're sent back! Don't unpack! You're sent back! Unpack! You're going back! Don't unpack! You're coming back! Don't unpack! You're going back!
Yeah, no swearing.
Braintree said no. 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 Stay back here. Stay back here. Stay here. Stay back here. Stay back here. Stay back here.
Let him catch up. Let him catch up. Let him catch up.
Braintree said no.
Braintree says no.
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 Deport. Deport the illegals at Wethersfield Base.
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 Braintree said no.
Braintree says no.
Braintree said no.
Braintree says no.
Deport the illegals at Wethersfield Base.
Deport the illegals at Wethersfield Base.
Illegals at Wethersfield Base.
Deport the illegals at Wethersfield Base.
You've got illegals, yeah? Ladies down at the back. That's the ladies down.
Is this the one in Germany, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming. It's a very hot day today, so we are going to take breaks for people to come and have their drinks. We've had a lot of issues today with trains and with the heat, so I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out today.
Cool breeze though.
We've got some great people lined up to speak today. We've got people from our town. We've got people that are legal migrants. And we've also got people that have been in activism for many, many years. I'd like to start by saying that we've had some quite bad news recently in this town.
we were promised that the Wethersfield base would be closing by 2027. And the Home Office and the government, in Keir Starmer's parting gift to us, announced that the base would actually be going up to 1,245 men permanently. They've also said that they're not going to rule out the 1,700 Special Development Order, which, if some of you don't know, that means that the base will go up to 1,700 men. These are men that have come from countries where they believe that women are second class. Some of the countries they're from, they believe that there should not be gay people. And yet we are accepting people like that into a Western country. We also have heard the news that they are looking to review to keep the base open way past 2030. They lied to the people of Wethersfield, to the people of Braintree, Chelmsford and Colchester, and they forced this upon us without a vote. Nobody got their say. We have been forced to take in illegal men who claim to be fighting war. Our town is overwhelmed and people are upset. On Thursdays at the Salvation Army there is an event held by Care for Calais in which hundreds of men from Wethersfield are bussed into this town. And the scenes are quite alarming. They gather at the bus stop and there are hundreds flocking through to Salvation Army. It's really alarming. If you come on a Thursday, it's an overwhelming amount of men to see. And a lot of people from the left like to say it's because they have a different colour skin, which is utter nonsense. We have people living in this town who are black, brown and white. We are not upset about people being black coming to our town. We are upset that there are hundreds of undocumented illegal men gathering at our bus stop, taking photos of the women and the girls. On a Thursday, Salvation Army has now, with Care for Calais, started to bring down vicars. Vicars who have never shown an interest in this community beforehand. They're vicars who like to tell us that we're ungodly because we don't want the illegal men here. When I confronted the vicars about the crimes that have been committed in this town, all they could do was look on in disbelief. So for some of you that have come here not from Braintree, or you might not be aware, I will list off a few real crimes that have happened because of the illegal men in Wethersfield Air Base, and these are facts. There was a sexual assault of a nurse in Broomfield Hospital by an illegal migrant. He also went outside, he exposed himself and he urinated on the path in front of women and children. He was then put back in the base with a tag and allowed to go into our towns. This man should have been deported. It is a disgrace to sexually assault an emergency worker who was looking after him in hospital. And even if that was one of our own, we'd be standing here saying what a disgrace it was. But yet we're actually still paying for this man to live in our base. It's a disgrace. We also had a man punch a woman in this town for simply recording him. We've had people on the left and other people in this town, including school staff, saying that this lady deserved to be punched. Do you know what she was doing? She was standing opposite the charity shop because she'd heard that the migrants were stealing. She observed from afar, and when the ladies in the shop looked distressed, she went in with the camera. The footage is available for you to view online. And you will see that lady didn't raise her voice, she didn't shout. And he shouted at her, and all she simply asked was, why? And she said it in a very quiet voice. And he decided to smash her camera up and punch her. Is that acceptable for a man? When you go in a shop, there is a camera filming you. The police can film you. There are cameras everywhere. In this country, you can be filmed. And if you don't like it, you can go home.
Well, I've been trying to tell people for ages.
And to bring it up again, there has been a rape in a HMO in our town. all of the migrants living in the HMO were removed from the property, taken away by the Home Office. And do you know why that happened? Because I released the arrest video. That was the only reason why the town knew about the rape. Otherwise, none of you would have known. People were told not to release it because it would cause civil unrest. The difference is that men in this town are not going to hand themselves to the government. They're not going to go down and burn down properties. They're not going to beat people up because they have common sense. But they are going to stand on these streets, and they're not going to let men intimidate women that are living here, and they're not going to allow little girls to be groomed in the skate park. We've also had a situation outside a salon. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to affect their business. These girls, I took alarms into them in the very beginning, and they weren't very forthcoming to them. They looked a bit shocked, if I'm honest, but it was fine. Not everybody has the same view as us, but I just wanted them to be safe. But do you know what happened months later? Migrants, who I believe are living in HMOs, went into the shop and asked them for a massage. What type of massage do you think they were after? Now, when the girls refused, do you know what this man did? He sat on a bench and he masturbated. And guess what's been happening? And I hope the police are listening. He then went to another shop, I'm pretty sure it's the same man, when a lady at 9 o'clock at night was closing up on her own, and he asked her for a massage. But luckily, this woman is quite strong, and she told him to piss off. But that, and it doesn't take Einstein to work out, is an escalation of abuse. You think before that man raped someone in this town? Police need to be out in the evenings, and if they're not, there will be a group of people that will be patrolling. Not vigilantes, but there will be a presence, I can tell you that. I am not having women that are working in the shops in the evenings contacting me scared to walk to their cars because of this pervert asking for a massage. And before you tell me he's British, he's not. I've done my research. Go and interview all the people in the shops. They'll tell you what he looks like and what he sounds like. And it's important that when these incidences happen, that people report it to the police. We're getting so many people write things online saying they don't do anything. Fair enough, you say that, but you have to report it because there has to be a log, there has to be data. Without that, no one's going to believe anything. You can tell the police and report it, but put it on social media, tell your community, because all you're doing is making them aware. Put the crime reference number on there. That stops the lefties saying it's all rubbish and it's not happening. It's important that the community knows. Without this information, we can't do anything. You can't keep throwing your toys out the pram saying the police aren't doing anything. You do have to log it with them, please. It's so important. I've had women contacting me saying, I've been in a shop, a migrant's done this, a migrant's done that. I've said, have you reported it? No, I'm too scared. No, you have to report it. It's so important. Another thing that I want to talk about is suddenly how our council, which is Conservative-led, are suddenly turning on these protests. James Cleverly, you are an absolute toolbox. That's how I'm going to describe you today. We've got this poster that I put up every week, every protest. You are an absolute disgrace. And by the way, I've been told that you're not a proper veteran, so can you come out and say otherwise, please? And I'm not going to call you sir, because you're not a sir, because a sir is a gentleman that looks out for women, and you don't do that. All you want to do is be a career politician. You gave a pathetic little statement to Braintree and Whittam Times where you said that this is not local people. I'm the founder of this protest group and I've lived in this town for 36 years. My parents 50. So don't you dare say this isn't run by local people. You also said they're not peaceful. Tell me where one of these local people have been arrested. They haven't, because it is peaceful. You just want to shut us down, but it's not happening. Conservative-run Braintree District Council, leader Tom Cunningham. When I confronted you about bin issues, what did you say to me when I said people should protest? Waving banners and shouting doesn't help anyone. His response, that's how much he cares about how you all feel about situations, that he is trying to shut down your lawful right for protest. And I tell you what, Tom, do whatever you want. Try and stop these protests all you want. I will come and stand outside the council office myself. I don't care.
I just remembered something. That guy I spoke to earlier, he's the one who gave Shell.
What you guys
Wi-Fi last
forget
time,
in Braintree District Council, Tom Cunningham, other people
Sorry,
who are
just came into
associated
my
with
head.
him, James Cleverly, you are voted in by the people living in this town, and we can hold you to account if you do not do what you're supposed to do. And patronising your constituents and your residents on social media is disgusting. Along with some of the people that work in your social media department, it's really pathetic how they respond. Eye roll emojis to people that are paying their wages. We are taxpayers. Oh look, he fell on me. I'm calling on Braintree District Council to come out of the woodwork and actually get off their bums and organise a meeting with the town. Stop blaming the Home Office. We know nothing's going to change with them, but you need to work with us to combat the sexual violence and the abuse that is starting in this town. It's no good having these little signs up saying you can't do sexual assaults in public and expecting good people that are trying to work as enforcement officers for the council. You're putting them in difficult positions, making them approach people that are on drugs or potentially could be dangerous without any proper equipment to protect themselves. What you should be doing is liaising with the police and making Martin Richards spend more money in this bloody town. Where's the £20,000 reassurance patrols that Home Office gave Braintree Police? Braintree Police. Do you know where it went? On the protests. They're not spending it on patrolling the town when the migrants come. That's why you can't see a copper. It's disgusting. All these police are now being made to politically police. They're not actually policing the crimes they want to be policing and putting people away. Political policing, it's ridiculous. I have to say though, it's been refreshing, despite what your political views might be, to see that the Essex County Council has started to stand up and say the base is not okay. Peter Harris, the leader of Essex County Council, went on GB News and he actually brought up crimes that have happened in this town. He stood up for us, so for that, I do think he is very admirable. We've also got an issue in our town, and I don't care if I become, a hit job for this, like someone targets me. We have got an issue with illegal cigarettes in our high street, right? There is an email address that's been set up by the council for you to report it, and believe me, the ones that are going in there and you're getting your little cheap illegal cigarettes, what I'll say to you is, with illegal cigarettes comes illegal working and grooming. So if you're okay with that, keep putting your money in their tills and buying your illegal cigarettes. But otherwise, you report it to the police and the council, please. We don't need that scum in this town. So to all you shops that are selling illegal cigarettes in this town, I've got my eye on you and you don't scare me. Lastly, before I move on to our speakers, I want to say we do need patrols. We need people, good people in the community, that are not going to want to go and fight people, not vigilantes. We need real people that are going to be prepared to stand up, that are here on Thursdays, just patrolling, keeping out an eye, or perhaps in the evenings when these girls are being approached for massages. Because if not, I'm telling you, there's going to be a rape take place. And I don't want to be the person that has to deal with that has to deal with more victims and their families, because I have been dealing with it and it's very hard for them to have to go through it and to know that there possibly could have been something they did to stop it from happening. But lastly, I just want to say as well what an utter disgrace it is that Anne Widdecombe has been murdered. It is awful. I also think it's a shame that we've got people in this town who like to start petitions and be abusive to people about flags. Hello, Adam. Hi. That's our famous Adam Willett, who went to the BBC and claimed that all of the flags are really bad.
He's smiling.
Excuse him, no, please. We're not violent. Everybody has a right to freedom of speech. That's Adam's view. Anyway, on to the next speaker. You've heard enough from me. I do apologise, but I like to fill people in when they come to the town and update people. Now, our next speaker is Shane. I'd like to introduce him. He's been through most people could ever imagine. Shane is a proud dad, a cancer survivor, and he ran as a restore counsellor for Newham. He's always stood up for his community through everything, and he's been faced with so much, but he's never given up. And today, he's passionate about speaking up for others and fighting for a better future for his children and for ours. Please give him a round of applause.
Hello, hello. Braintree. Hello. So first of all, I want to say a massive thank you to Shell for inviting me here today. What an extraordinary woman she is. Not just an asset to Braintree, but a beacon for the whole of the entire United Kingdom. A strong, fearless leader, standing tall at the front when so many others hide. So Shell, we salute you. Hello. And to every single one of you who chose to stand here today, thank you. In an age when cowards stay silent, scroll and look the other way, you all showed up. That is courage, that is strength, and I respect every single one of you for it. My name is Shane Wiskin. I'm a proud father of 2 beautiful daughters, a devoted fiance, and most importantly, I'm one of you. At just 21 years of age, my entire world was shattered in a single year. I survived a major heart operation, I battled stage 3 blood cancer, had 6 months of brutal chemotherapy, and then to top it off, I lost my partner, the woman who got me through cancer, to her own illness, cystic fibrosis. The pain was soul-crushing. There was nights I stood on the edge of the abyss, ready to end it all. But I made a choice. With the love of my family and the support of my community, and the grace of God, I refused to break. I fought back through the darkness, and 11 years later, I stand here before you, not as a victim, but as a victor. A proud father, and engaged again after going through experience. That is the power of never surrendering. If I can rise from the rock bottom and rebuild my life, then Britain can rise too. The same unbreakable spirit that saved me lives inside. Hello. That is the power of never surrendering. If I can rise from rock bottom and rebuild my life, then Britain can rise too. With the same unbreakable spirit that saved me lives inside every single one of you. Now, Britain once made integration work. People came here seeking a better life. They worked hard, they respected our ways, and they contributed. But what we face today is not immigration, it's invasion. Since 2020, over 190,000 people have stormed our shores in small boats. Across the country, 250,000 British children, our daughters, our sisters, and our mothers was raped and groomed and trafficked by Pakistani grooming gangs. Our women are being sacrificed. Our men are being attacked, and those in power expect us to stay silent while they flood towns like Braintree with people from places even the government don't want us to travel to. And I say enough is enough. I'm from Canning Town, Newham. I stood as an independent for a fight to change my backyard, and I was crushed. I only got 159 votes of our people. Many families like mine fled East London for the safety of Essex and Braintree, and now the same nightmare has followed you all here. So let me ask you this, are we going to keep running? So then this ends here. This ends now. We stand our ground as one people. We have not faced a threat like this since World War II, and as men, we must rise. Not with a reckless violence that achieves nothing, but with sharp minds, iron will, and unbreakable communities. We take control of the ballot box, we vote like our survival depends on it, because it does. And we need to start building right now. We turn Braintree into a fortress. Create WhatsApp groups in every single neighbourhood so we can alert each other instantly to any suspicious migrant behaviour. Record everything. collect evidence on what is happening in our communities, because one day, and I repeat, one day, that day is coming, and we will hold them all accountable for treason. Now, I know we all have different political views, but I'm here and I'm calling on every single one of you to get behind the only man with a real sensible, courageous, and that is Rupert Lowe. He speaks truth when others tremble, and that is leadership. That is the direction we need. Holding traitors accountable for destroying our country for their own profits. Now, when I say this, I never liked politics. I barely voted. Good people staying silent helped create this situation. But today, right here, right now, we wake up. We carry the fighting spirit of our ancestors who defended this island against all odds. We carry the same fire that dragged me from despair to fatherhood, to love and to purpose. And we will use that fire to forge a better Britain, for our children, for our communities and for our future. The time is now. Now we come together as a strong, proud, tight-knit community of English and British people. We stand boldly, we stand unapologetically against all evil. We will not be silenced, we will not be replaced, and we will not surrender our town, our heritage, or our children's future. So my message to Braintree, stand firm. Build your community like a fortress. Look out for one another, fight for one another, and vote like everything you love depends on it, because it does. And if a broken young man from Newham can rise from the ashes and stand before you all with strength and hope, then imagine what we can achieve as one community. England can rise again, and it will. Stronger, prouder, and safer than ever before. For Braintree, let's do this for our families, for our children, and for our country. God bless you all.
Let's give Shane a massive, massive round of applause. Now, if I'm honest, I've actually had enough of looking at this man's face. Let's put up a real hero, Lee Heath, okay? Marie's here today, she's in the crowd, she's the mother of Lee. Now, Lee was killed by 4 illegal migrants in Germany, and the Foreign Office did nothing really to help her. And she doesn't know if any of those men that killed her son are in this country, and she won't ever know. So we're here to support her, and we're also here to not let people forget about Lee. So let's give Marie a massive round of applause for being so brave. Now, my next speaker is Cam. Now, Cam has come all the way from Birmingham today. He's an independent journalist, a public speaker who grew up in Iran and later made Britain his home. He's drawing on his lived experience. Cam speaks about freedom, identity and the changes that he sees taking place in the UK, a country that he truly loves. Give him a round of applause.
Hello, hello, Patriots. I know none of you woke up today thinking you're going to see a migrant in a protest for illegal migration. Here we are. But before I start, I want to tell you a little bit about me. I come from a country where our freedom, our culture, and everything we had was taken away from us. And just like now, we never ever thought that could happen. So the media and even some of the reactions I'm getting from the people in this town, they're looking at us like we are crazy. We are bad people. Do you know what I see? I see real patriots. I see strong women. I see brave women and men standing up for their town, standing up for their country. Don't let anyone ever tell you you're a bad person for that. And I'll say this as a migrant. If stuff like this bothers you, you can always go back. No one's holding you hostage here. This country gave me everything that the Islamic regime in Iran took away from me. People like you, the so-called racist white people, became my friends and my family. When I was young, my friend's mom used to cook and look after me just as if I was a white boy. She didn't care. And that's the exact thing I'm seeing here today. Patriotism, love, passion. When it comes to the safety of women and children, that's where I draw the line. I don't care, you can label me as a fascist, as racist. Oh, he's just trying to blend in. He's just trying to be white. I actually am, I'll go to the sunbed. What you're doing here today is brutally important. Because in 1979, a worse fear happened to the Iranians. We lost our culture, a culture that outdates most religion, outdates Islam, outdates Christianity, outdates Judaism. We lost it all. We lost the safety for women and our children just because we didn't speak up. So I want to say this to the delusional liberals. You think it won't be you, it won't happen to you. Because your daughter or a woman in your family has to get raped for you to actually realize what's going on here. I'm a migrant. I come from immigration. What is happening now is not migration. I don't see an ounce of integration in these people that are coming over. They also hate me, just because I'm Iranian and I'm a Christian. We are letting people in this country, unfortunately, their brains being completely overtook by an ideology that doesn't let them love other people. Don't be fooled. You can't love them. And it's got nothing to do with race, religion, colour, or anything. It's just an ideology that separates people from being able to love people that are not like them, that don't practice the same religion. The crimes that happen in this town by illegal migrants does not represent the migrant community. And if you're a true migrant, you would be standing here today. You will stand with these people. You will stand with a country that gave you safety, gave you everything. To the leftist media, I'll tell you for free, over my dead body, are you going to take the rights and the freedom of speech of white people? Over my dead body, are you going to overtake these towns? Over my dead body, are you going to bring Sharia law to the UK? Because people like me and people like here will stand against you. You will not win. Are you going to pay me now so I can go home? I hope you're enjoying this beautiful day. Again, I'm so ridiculously proud of every single one of you because I know how hard it is to speak as a white person. So hard. You can't win. I've seen it with my own eyes. You literally, in the last decade, a white person cannot win. You can't win. But again, when it comes to the safety of your towns, of your women and your children, doesn't matter. Let them label you as a fascist, as a far-right agitator. And again, I just want to say big respect to you, Shell, because again, I come from a country where women are oppressed. So when I see strong women standing up for their values, standing up for their towns, standing up for their children, I am so proud of that. And I'm so proud of every single one of you for supporting here today. Give her a massive round of applause. Thank you so much for having me. God bless you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Let's give Cam a massive round of applause. Coming all the way from Birmingham. You know, him speaking out as a Persian Christian, he's come from Iran. He has been targeted himself for the activism work that he's doing. And I think it's so important that we hear from legal migrants, people that have come to our country genuinely fleeing war, come here legally and is embracing our country and loves our country as much as we do. That's the type of people we want here. We don't want illegal men who want to change our country and suppress our women. So I'm just going to move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker is Tanya. She's someone who has never been afraid to stand up for what she believes in. She's heavily involved with women's events in the local community and passionate about supporting women and children. She believes in giving a voice to those who are often unheard and standing up for what she believes in. She's also my sister, so we come from a line of strong women. So can you give her a round of applause? Thank you. Are you all ready? Because I'm the Gobby sister. Yeah, call me Gobby, I don't care. Too often, those... Oh, hang on, I've got a technical hitch here. Too often, those who are supposed to protect the vulnerable have failed them. When teachers, social workers, police or governments ignore wrongdoing, dismiss victims or cover up abuse, public trust is broken. Victims deserve to be heard, believed where appropriate, and given a fair investigation, not silenced or ignored. Now, I've seen a lot of victims be silenced recently, especially in this town. Has anyone else? Yes, what was that? A bit louder. So the ones who try to silence the victims, look at yourself a bit harder. Speaking the truth is really easy. Many people who come forward to do so know that they may face criticism or pressure, yet they do it because they believe others should not have to suffer in silence. We should always pursue truth through evidence, due process and accountability. Freedom is something that must be protected. We should defend freedom of speech, freedom of belief and the rights of safety of every person. We must also ensure that women and children... Sorry, no, my phone. Sorry, I've got a new phone. Can you... Next one. Right, basically, I'm not going to bother, okay? I'll speak from my heart. I am sick of it. I am sick of the victims being silenced. I am sick of us being called racist for being white. I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask. And now we're the ones that are made to feel like we're racist, but we are the victims. This government and the last government, they're the scum.
Still got my Sunny D, but thank you, Wendell.
We're all sick of it, but you need to all play your part, build your community. Exactly. We need people to feel confident speaking out. You need to support each other. You need to be united. Don't let the words of racist and all that from the dirty, unwashed lefties upset you, because you know in your heart that you're good, honest people. Most of them don't work and claim benefits and have the damn cheek to call us scum. And those who work in authority, whether you wear a uniform or you work for whatever, take a long, hard look at yourself, because you are part of this. You are part of this because you're doing what they want. You're going against what you truly know is real, what should be done. So, as I say, all those in power and all those that are part of it, I hope you sleep well at night, because you're letting down the victims, you're letting down the children. What about Henry? What about the girls from Southport? There's so many more, and there's going to be more and more coming forward. And every time we're desensitised, because we see it so much now and we hear it. There's rapes everywhere. And then we're told we're wrong for reporting it, for sharing the information. Well, listen, we don't shut up, because we're strong women. And we need strong men. And more of you are standing up, and we're proud of you. We don't call for violence like they want. We're not the left. We're right. Always. So stand up and be united. And I want everyone, if they can, when they get home, give yourself a minute to think of all the victims. Think of the survivors of the grooming gangs. For years, they were told they were wrong, those that survived. Some were murdered and didn't get to ever tell their story. So when anyone around here goes and calls us horrible, scummy people for telling the truth about children that have been brutally raped for years and years and years, you're scum. Because we know the truth and we will never stop. Thank you. Thank you. See, you don't always need your phone. Our next speaker is someone that a lot of Braintree knows, and she doesn't like to put her face out there. But I forced her to, and she's got no choice. She's got a wealth of knowledge, nearly 2 decades involved in grassroots activism. She stands up for causes she believes in that matter. She gives a voice to those who often go unheard. Throughout her journey, she's remained committed to speaking openly about the truth, even when doing so has been unpopular or challenging to her life. She's driven by justice. She always fights for the little people, for the most vulnerable. She encourages people to question, think critically, and have the courage to speak out when something doesn't feel right. A big round of applause for Carla. She hates it, but come on, one more big round of applause.
Yes, I couldn't believe it. Right. This might be advice not to read from my phone. I'm going to. When people ask me why we get out en masse on the streets in London, I have to explain. We built a community. We built it because we knew we would need it. When people from all over the country and even the world come together in one place like that, people like every single one of you that's come out today can see that you aren't alone. And that's the truth of the matter. Years ago, no one wanted to listen to us either. We talked about the demographic change from mass immigration. No one wanted to hear about grooming gangs. No one wanted to hear about the chances of terror on our streets. We were just racist fucks. Back then, 500 of us, 1,000 of us, pushed into car parks, into shopping centres to give our speeches and shout. Now, we can shut down the centre of London. But that's not just it. The fighting needs to go on in small communities like this all across the country. I was born in London, E1. My granddad had a stall on the market, my dad had a stall on the market. Mass migration got out of control, and now it's less than 30% white British. Less than 30%, 27% of the area. For years, the population there grew, and we did the wrong thing. We did the wrong thing. We moved to rural areas, like Braintree, like Chelmsford. All the little villages around got... We did. We ran away. We went, oh, don't like this, we'll move. It was called white flight. Right? These men on the base, they're going to stay there. And then they're going to get housed in your town. They're supposed to be vetted. Recently, an audit found that 75% of those granted asylum were granted it wrongly. They said if that was replicated across every different area at the Home Office, then pretty much most of them shouldn't be here. So for Braintree, that means these men that are granted asylum that shouldn't be are living in HMOs. In every area of the UK where the huge demographic change has happened, the communities have suffered. It's going to be no different here. This lovely little market town is going to be no different. Soon, like many other areas, your taxes are going to pay for leaflets in 20 different languages, interpreters. Then places of worship that change the skyline will be built. Shops to service these people's needs will be opened. Some will move their families over, and the pressure on services will grow even more. There aren't going to be just the 1,250 men in Wethersfield. It's going to be moving into the town, and they'll fill it up again. Every time 1,250 men are settled in the town, they are going to fill Wethersfield again. until there are thousands. There is a growing trend of offences against women. Recently, and this is a bit I must get right, the rape gang inquiry was released. This echoed some of the findings from other inquiries like the cases report about migration. The rape gang report. I am grateful to everyone on my team who has contributed to exposing this demonic chapter in Britain's history. A combination of the paralysing fear of racism, accusations and the scramble for votes from imported foreign subcultures meant that pure evil was allowed to metastasize. Nor is this horrendous ordeal over. The root cause was immigration, beginning with the British Nationality Act in 1948 and escalating under Tony Blair from 1997 onwards, believing proud nations to be responsible for the mid-century destruction of Europe. Our post-war leaders embraced diversity and multiculturalism as a supposedly civilised alternative. This report establishes beyond any doubt that this open society's obsession has in fact enabled untold barbarism of its own. Oil and water do not mix, and cultural differences going back centuries are the genesis of this problem. The basics of this statement stay relevant. Although so much of the invasion now is framed differently, the boat influx, the same issues are there, and some are even worse. These men have thrown away their identities en route. They can't come the legal route, and we are told not to visit the places they come from. They have a history that is even hard to trace. They've come from countries, some of them have been arrested along the way, but still they come in. They're undocumented, unknown, minimal vetting takes place, and then they're allowed to wander our streets. Some abhorrent crimes have been committed by these men. They will not integrate. The attitude they have shown us when we've tried to document their visits cements that. Some are smug. They brag about their freebies and their cushy life. Others are arrogant and aggressive. Some even resort to violence against women, as seen recently in an attack on camera. They will, as the social norm and the cultural norm, they will come together. They will build their own community within ours. This isn't the same as a bunch of expats going to Benidorm and making their life. This is different. They want to change everything. Their whole ethos is to take over, fuck the British, and then we're just cash cows to them. With lax law, a great benefit system, and a government that doesn't give a flying fuck about the British born. You're going to say, hold on, rape gang inquiry? Pakistani men. That's where you're not looking. If you take a look, Sudan, 94% Islamic. Syria, 87% Islamic. Afghanistan, 99% Islamic. Somalia, 99% Islamic. So, what are they doing? They're letting these migrants get off the bus, and then they're putting a crossing chain round their neck in the hope that none of you notice what is going to come. They come from places where women, they're chattels. They sell their girls. They sell their women. In some of these places, FGM is 99%. They don't care about these women. They're nothing. And that culture is moving amongst you. They're going to move it in next door. The governments of this country have just... The governments of this country have just bent over backwards for them. They have no intention of bending over backwards for us. Where's James Cleverly? Where is it? He's not here. He's not listening to us.
He doesn't seem very clever, does he?
Somalia. I spoke to some Somalians, and they said, we've come here running from war. We'll be all right with the women. I said to them, 99% of your women have been cut. He walked off. He didn't want to talk about it. Afghanistan, the women have no rights. Culturally, women and girls are nothing to these people. Why are there not thousands of women rocking up at Dover, trying to escape? Because they're not allowed. They're not allowed. These women are just about to become our women. That is exactly what they want. This is not about our friends, our neighbours, who've joined in in small amounts around Braintree. You know them, they're fine. When I talk about these men, it's so you fully understand that their cultural mindset comes from a place that is not going to fit in. I don't want to scare you with the truth. I wish to incentivise you. Standing up and fighting, obviously not in a violent sense, don't go bashing people, all right? For your rights and for that of your friends and your daughters and them. You need to feel safe on your own streets again. These are your streets. You need to join together and argue for the women, for the elderly, for the kids, and you mustn't stop until you have got something changed, because every single one of you is in danger. It's that simple. These are cultures that you cannot mix with. And everyone's going to hate me for saying it, but it is Islamic. They are coming from Islamic territories. Right? Go and look at it. Come and ask me. I have spoken to so many people who don't understand what they're looking at. So many people that are giving misinformation. People that think the left, oh, they're all coming from war-torn countries. We don't care. You know, they're not. They're not. They're looking for somewhere for their religion to flourish. It started in the 70s. It's going to grow. It's going to grow. We're just adding more and more people to it. And these men, they need to be stopped. They need to be stopped. And every single one of you needs to lobby whoever to get that done. Don't stop. Keep supporting Shelley. Keep supporting each other. And remember, this is your town. These are your streets.
Let's give Carla a massive round of applause for all the activism work she's done and for her support, because this is her town. As much as it's all about, it's her town. She knows what's coming. Before I move on to the next speaker, I just wanted to say that our next protest is Saturday the 22nd of August. It's going to be called Essex Unite. I want everyone from Essex coming to Braintree to say no to Wethersfield Base, no to HMOs and no to the hotels. So everyone is invited across Essex. We'll put it up on social media later, but we're going to be starting at the skate park in Braintree with a march down to the fountain here for speeches again. But 22nd of August, put it in the diaries, please, guys. Our next speaker is a familiar face, Richard Thompson. Richard is a leading voice behind the Great British Political Action Committee, which is dedicated to holding the government to account and bringing people together across the political spectrum who believe in greater transparency and accountability. He is also the founder of Fair Family Justice, campaigning to modernise and improve the family courts for families across the UK. Please follow Richard on his social media channels, because he does amazing work, like I said, for families and holding the government to account with political committee actions. Give a round of applause to Richard, please.
Thank you, Shelley, for that very generous introduction. I want to start by paying my respects and tribute to Anne Widdecombe, who was just absolutely brutally, evilly, seemingly murdered the last few days. I had the pleasure of meeting with Anne, and I can assure you that she was as formidable off-screen as she was on-screen. She's also an incredibly caring and kind lady, so I really hope that the person responsible is found, motivations are found. We live in an increasingly violent world, and I hope they get what's coming to them. As Shelley said, I am the founder of Fair Family Justice. I want to just take a moment just to talk about that. The family courts, they actually incentivise, in my view and many others that I've spoken to, misrepresentation, perjury, weaponisation of the family court system. It's a tragedy for every single child that goes through that system and has that system abused. It means that those unfortunate children miss out on building relationships with parents, with siblings, with very important family members, and all the memories that are not made. I've had some success already with Fair Family Justice, but it is a grassroots movement. So I would really invite everybody respectfully to have a look at fairfamilyjustice.com, register your support. As we know from coming to these rallies, MPs and legislators typically don't do anything unless you hold their feet to the fire. If I have the support of everybody, I sufficiently have enough fuel to build enough fires in front of the feet of people that need to do things. So please have a look, fairfamilyjustice.com. I actually wanted to try and share some positivity today. We come here, about whenever we have these protests, and I'm privileged and afforded the ability to come and speak, and we raise, and quite rightly, all of the issues that are happening in this community and indeed the country itself. We need to raise those issues. We need to drag them into the cold light of day so that people can see what's going on, and it can't be hidden, it can't be swept under the carpet, and hopefully people take action. And it's working, because you're turning up month in, month out, and up and down the country, other places are turning up month in, month out for their protests too. When you import thousands and thousands of people who are statistically more likely to commit violent acts of sexual abuse, is a recipe for national disaster. What we're trying to achieve at the Great British Political Action Committee, GBPAC, this is my positive message. We need to take action today, not in 3 years' time at the next general election. And I can say I've spoken to many people, all these different rallies that I go to, and I've spoken to people today. I'm pretty sure if I was to ask people to raise hands, they would say that they're a member of a political party. Whatever that party may be, whether that's Reform, Conservative, Restore, Labour, whoever that is, you would be active. Just being here today shows that you're active. But the reality that we have to face is that turkeys don't vote for Christmas. This Labour government is going to stay in office until they're dragged out kicking and screaming. How many gangs have been smashed? Has immigration stopped? In fact, Shabaya Mahmood is actually opening up new routes for immigration, if you can believe it. This government is laughing in our faces. For over 10 years, we have voted to reduce migration. And they've not listened at all. So what we're doing, we've proven the concept with the GBPAC. We've proven it. Can't talk too much on it because we've got an active court case next week holding this treacherous government to account for trying to surrender the Chagos Islands. And we are doing all we can to stop that from happening. Our plan over the next few years is to tie this government up in knots, this treacherous government up in knots, anti-British government up in knots, to stop them from imposing their anti-British will on us. We need your support to help do that, alongside the parties that you support. We're a cross-party organisation. That's our strength, unity. Our plan, like I said, is to do this for the next 3 years. And hopefully beyond that, because what we've learned, if anything, for the last 14 years of the Conservatives, is that we need somebody holding people to account. And that is what this organisation does. I didn't serve 2 tours of Afghanistan as a Royal Marine Commando, fighting for this country, to sit back for the next 3 years and hope that the issues are sorted out. I want to take action today because I don't necessarily believe and have faith in our political class that in 3 years' time there will be a country to save. We need action now. So please have a look, please join. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much, Michelle, for doing her incredible work. She's amazing.
Thank you so much, Richard. Now, our next speaker is Lynette from the Clapton Pink Ladies. Lynette, if you like, I can bring the microphone down to you there. You don't have to come up here if it's easier for you, my love. Now, Lynette has spent her life supporting vulnerable children working in secure accommodation, children's homes and fostering for 27 years. She's now retired and she's using her voice to speak out on the issues that she cares deeply about, which is women and girls. She's one of the founders of the Clapton Pink Ladies and is committed to serving her community and raising awareness, using both her professional experience and her own journey as a child in care. Let's give her a very warm welcome.
Hello, Braintree. I'd like the police to listen to this speech, and I'd like any lefties standing around to listen to it. I've been silenced for the last 50 years, working with young children that have been abused. Today, I want to talk about the dangers to your children from the invaders illegally entering our country. Rape, drugs, theft, grooming gangs, county lines, child sexual exploitation, female genital mutilation, etc., etc. Our government has failed us completely. Soon we will no longer be the indigenous people in the UK. These invaders are not here to integrate. They're here to take over. The government's experiment of mass migration has failed, and we sadly are living the consequences of this failure. Diversity is our strength. Fuck off. Diversity is our downfall. These people do not want to integrate. They expect their women to be subservient and obedient. We, especially the women here today, we're not ever going to accept those values. We do not believe in the oppression of women. After working with children impacted by trauma for 50 years, I've chosen one child's experience to share with you. I will call her Child A. At the age of 11, he was picked up in Colchester by a group of foreign men. She was taken to Stratford in London and raped constantly for 3 days. She escaped and handed herself in to the police. These men have never been punished, as we are constantly informed by the Mayor, Sadiq Khan. There are no rape gangs in London. Bullshit. I entered a poetry competition run by Foreign Voice. The title of the poem was called Growing Up. I want to share her words with you. Growing up, I remember my dad getting arrested in front of me and I couldn't do nothing about it. I remember my mum kicking him out. I remember being full of rage, and rage is my friend. I remember the day I got to give up my dog and felt like shit. I remember crying because I missed my dad. I remember my dad being around, but who gives a shit? I remember not sleeping, thoughts running through my head. I remember getting bullied and nothing being done. I remember running away and not knowing where to go. I remember being put into care and feeling unwanted. I remember being raped. I remember wanting to die, just end it all. I wish people could eat makeup and make me pretty on the inside. Then we try to knock us kids in care down, but you will fail, so fuck you all. You don't like us, piss off. I remember the first time I cut. I was in so much pain and I just felt numb. I remember the taste of my first bag. I remember the first time I smoked weed and the first time I sniffed, but that don't make me a failure. I remember trying to kill myself because the other kids were so cruel. I remember the social doing nothing. I remember sleeping on a cold bench. I remember being put into care with new people. I didn't fit. I asked them why they didn't fight and they laughed at me. I remember being with Lynn and Tony. I remember feeling safe. I remember feeling like I had a family, like I had a home. I might be a kid in care, but I have a story. I remember. Never mind growing up. Being a child in this country is hard enough. Sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional every time I read that. Life was chaos. She had low self-esteem and really wanted to die. I did hourly checks to ensure she was kept safe. Our house was alarmed due to gang threats, and we had immediate police response if there was a problem. I beg you all, people of Braintree, please don't let this happen to your children. We must stand united to stop this. Are you with me, Braintree? Stop the boats and deport all the fucking illegals. Thank you.
Big round of applause to Lynette. Oh, so our next speaker is Barry. Now Barry is someone who dedicated countless hours to bringing people together through a shared sense of pride, community and respect for our country's flag. He's one of the founders of Flag Force, and Barry has helped build a movement that's encouraged people to get involved, show their support and stand together. I'd just like to say that Barry and our flag team is nothing to do with Raise the Colours. We have never supported Raise the Colours, and we don't. We are a standalone movement. Nobody in our flag groups committed any crimes. They've not murdered anyone. They haven't allegedly done anything to children or possessed children's pornography. I just want to point it out. Our group are their own group, Flag Force Braintree. Give them a round of applause, please.
Michelle, to half my speech there. Right, so just again introduce myself. Most of you know me by now, but my name's Barry Allen. For my sins, I run the Flag Force Braintree team.
Barry Allen, flag.
And as Michelle was saying, we're not associated with any other group.
Yeah.
We do things differently. We're not into shaming, naming and shaming. We've got video of people taking the plate down, but we chose not to put it up because we didn't want the backlash. And as you saw, one of the prime candidates walked through the group earlier on, and he got a very welcome response. So I just want to give a bit of an update what we've been doing and how we've been doing it. So currently we have around about 350 flags in and around town. We are, without doubt, the most flagged town, not just in Essex, I would argue in the UK. Thank you. With putting that many flags up comes the responsibility of maintaining. We were out the other night. It was actually the hottest, it was the first hottest night of the year. It was over 33 degrees, I believe. And we started at 10 o'clock in the evening. And we did the whole of Crescent Road. And basically we replaced every single flag with a brand new one. And that's going to be our approach. Rather than just picking the ones that looking a bit rough, we're just going to replace the whole lot. Now with that comes cost, and also comes work. And one of the issues that we do have is that we don't have that many volunteers. So this is my opportunity to ask you, for you to ask your partners, for you to ask your neighbours, and say to them, if they're positive about the flags, why can't they help us? We need people to go up ladders, we need people to hold ladders, we need people to carry bags. We also need people to help us litter pick. When I say we do things differently, that's what we do differently. We don't just put flags up. We litter pick every single road with flag. Why? Because this is our community. We're part of that community. The flags, there are 101 reasons why people put flags. And if you was to ask each and every member of the group, you'd probably get a different one. But collectively, we have a single message, and it's a simple one. But we are the silent majority, and we're silent no more. That's what we're saying. Now you can read into that whatever you want, but what I would say is that the powers that be need to listen to that, because they get in on such a slim majority of votes that when the silent majority actually wake up and say, I've got a vote, I'm going to use it, it's going to make a massive difference. The other two things I just wanted to mention, the flagpole fitting. I've only got one person that currently does that because they have to have insurance, third-party liability insurance. And unfortunately, he had an accident when he was barbecuing. He stood on a hot coal, and he's not in a fit state to go up and down ladders at the moment, so that's been put on hold. The other thing that we're also doing is Braintree, like the most of the rest of Essex, has suddenly become very famous for the number of bins it's got. So we are doing bin decals. These are basically stickers that go on the front of the bin. And we will be running, as part of our process, you can phone up, you can say, yeah, I'd love to have some bin decals, and we'll come and fit them to your bins. It certainly makes a drab bin look a lot more exciting. There are several designs, and somehow we're going to get pictures of those onto our Facebook page. So that's really all I wanted to say. If you know someone that can help, and what I really need is a man with a van. I've got many people that will walk along with us with a bag carrying the flags. I've not got so many people that will actually go up ladders. One of my guys is 75 years of age. So any of you young men out there that won't do it, puts you to shame. So think about that. So if you're interested or you know someone, come find me in the crowd or go on our Facebook page. There's a phone number on our Facebook page, there's an answer machine on it, leave a message, we'll get back to you. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Oh, whistle.
Thank you, Barry. So we did have a couple of other speakers, but obviously they couldn't make it because of the situation with the trains today. But I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for coming, especially in this heat. And please, please, don't forget the 22nd of August, Essex Unites. 1 to 3 p.m, Braintree Skate Park with a march down here. So 22nd of August. How many of you are going to be here on the 22nd of August? Thank you. And also, anything that's happening in the town, report it to the police and tell your community. Thank you all so much.
Wow, very nice indeed. Oh, do this favour. Daddy, can I get a quick picture with you? Is that right, yeah? I'm doing a live stream at the same time. I'm trying to hold it out of the way, but... Cheers. Thank you, mate. Honestly, all the best. Hey, it's good to meet you. I do have a question, actually, though, if you don't mind. Do you ever get in trouble for the things that you say? Because I feel like you're very open, same way I am, but I have to be so careful because I've got myself in so much trouble through social media.
The way I do things, I always put a video first.
So that way you're only just giving your thoughts and opinions on it. Yeah.
So if you post something really, really dramatic, shocking, evil, you have every right to feel a certain way about it.
Yeah, I agree.
So you have to play the system a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, because if they were to ever pull me up on anything, I'll be like, well, so you're telling me that speaking against murder, rape, and all this stuff is bad?
Oh, of course not.
So they can't do anything.
Yeah.
And also, you have to control how you say things. As long as you don't incite violence, you can plant the seed.
And then let people do what they want to do with it.
Give them the information and say, what would you do with it? If it was your door.
Tell you who I do enjoy watching as well, the Scottish Korean.
Yeah.
He's very vocal, isn't he? Very vocal.
But you see, what he did has made him now have to walk between countries.
Yeah, I get that.
And he doesn't have, like when he first went viral, I had him on WhatsApp, I was going to go to all the time. Everywhere he went, he had to stay on people's couches.
Right, sofa surfing a bit, yeah.
So you have to kind of, like, he obviously made it bigger, quicker. I have almost the same numbers, but it took a bit longer.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't have to run away.
Yeah, you can live a bit more comfortably.
Yeah. I'm not getting detained at the airport.
Yeah, no, because I know he got a lot of shit for that, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was at Heathrow, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
So you just have to like, I always tell people, because some people ask me to talk about certain things, and I'm like, well, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you say this? You have to play the system.
Yeah, of course, mate.
I could go all out and put all my rage into it, but then if I get arrested...
Well, this is the thing, is I've learned the hard way with that, because I went to a hotel in Bournemouth, and this illegal immigrant comes back, and we was asking him a few questions. He starts getting abusive.
Yeah.
Then he starts taking the piss out of the fact that British people pay their taxes, and they get it for free. So I lost my temper a bit.
They pay you.
And now I've got to go to court.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So
you have. So that's why even with protests like this, I obviously go to the United Kingdom, and I come to this one because I just live down the road. But
Yeah.
I don't do too many because this is the perfect opportunity for them lefties to infiltrate,
Yeah.
start you, and the police will go after you.
yeah, I know.
You know, so you have to kind of play the game because the ultimate goal here is to bring the videos that I'm sharing to as many people as possible.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So when I started a year ago, I was, getting 100,000 views a month. I'm
Yeah.
getting 30 million now.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what's important. And it's going to keep on growing. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and that's the ultimate goal. I'm not here to try and like the old Sky News, doing anything.
Yeah, no. Well, same thing here as well.
Like I'm just trying to put as much information in front of as many eyes as possible so that people can eventually make their own mind.
Without a doubt, mate.
Because I have people that, when I started doing this back on TikTok in 2021 and I got permanently banned,
Yeah.
a lot of people that I went to school with used to call me crazy. That same girl, for example, that called me crazy and laughed at me, she DM'd me a few months ago saying, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so she's not laughing now, is she?
I see everything you were saying happening.
Yeah.
And I've never been so wrong in my life. And I'm like, I don't blame you. People wake up in their own time.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Well, mate, honestly, yeah, keep doing what you do, mate. I mean, obviously, I found you through Instagram, and after watching one of yours, just keep going and going and coming. So,
So important. Like I done a post yesterday where I literally thanked everyone.
yeah.
I'm the content creator, but you're the reason to spread.
Yeah, well, of course, mate,
So
you know.
we're all in this together. We're a chain,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I've already got a drink, mate, but thank you.
Like we all have to. I done a video last month where I said when I done my first video, I didn't know it was going to get anything. I was just doing it because I was angry, but I didn't think I had a voice.
What you do now is you've got a big voice, mate.
Reaching millions. So it's like, I tell people, when you think you haven't got a voice, you're wrong. Because even if I just wake you up and you talk to him and you wake him,
Then there's several more voices, yeah. Your voice is echoing. Yeah.
From one person, it spreads, and all of a sudden, out of that one person beginning the cycle, you've woken 1,000.
Yeah, exactly that. And if you didn't do that, there's so many thousands of people that may not have ever got woken up. So 100%, mate. Honestly, yeah. You have a good day, though, man.
It's a marathon.
Well, that's it, yeah. Take your time with it and keep doing what you do. But, mate, honestly, all the best. It's really good to meet you. I'm going to go over here quick and go see what's going on.
Richard's calling. No, Richard, we just asked. He's calling us all nods. We asked. Vanessa asked him if he's on sex offenders.
But I'm just quick. I am still on live stream at the moment. I don't want to. I'll have a chat in a moment about. I know we've got a lot of music, bit of madness now. No, it's fine. That was a private conversation between me and him anyway. It just so happens I'm on live. I just wanted to. Oh, hello, mate. What are you doing? I see you lurking about. What's up? GoPro.
No.
It's not on though. It's for backup, just in case. You never know, do you? I'm just going to take a walk because I love the music, but YouTube doesn't. I was just going to have a walk over here quick, actually, though. You been all right, though? Oh, yes. I will sing over all the music. Mr. AY, hang on a minute. Do you know what? That's what we want to do. I want to try and collect some photos. So ask Wesley if we can get a photo, Wesley. What'd you say? Sorry, can I butt in, Wesley? Can I get a picture of you, mate? Is that all right? Just doing the rounds, mate, collecting some photos with some of the top social media lot. Oh, mate, I've been in too much. AY's always on my camera. Aren't you, AY?
What's that, buddy?
I said you're always on the camera.
Who?
Mine.
Me?
Whenever I'm about, you're always around.
When?
Don't start that with me. I watched that one, mate.
Really done this to me.
Almost, mate.
Right, it's just put that for us. Cameras on it.
Oh, hang on, car, yeah, van.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, I've got the video of speaking. Strike me will have it, mate.
For what?
He'll have the full for your speech. I've done my speech, yeah, but he'll have it.
I've got everyone's speech, yeah.
He'll have it. What's your Instagram? I'll follow you on Instagram now.
Let me type that in for you. Should come up, Striper UK.
Shit secretly, mate.
I know, it's not great in Braintree, is it?
I'll screenshot. Oh, I've got it with
I'll tell you what.
So what happens when you with Tesco mobile? When I'm standing right next to Tesco, you think I'd have a...
Yeah, let me have a look here.
Here as well. Yeah, I've got no...
If I show you, because I'm mainly on YouTube. If you take a picture of that.
Okay, yeah. Will you upload that onto the...
I'm doing a live stream, mate, so it's all on there.
I'll be on there straight away.
Yeah, mate, exactly that. Oh, mate, every single speech is on there, so... No, because there was no music during the speeches. Yeah, no, you cut those segments out, it's fine. Yeah. It's like now, I love the music, who doesn't, but YouTube doesn't like it.
Because I was a DJ, so... Every time I put, so that's why I've got the ump and stop doing it, because everything that you play, if I was playing a set, if someone recorded it, the whole thing would get shut down because of one song.
Well, mate, honestly, that was a lovely speech you gave, by the way, and mate, honestly, God bless her, you know, for everything you've been through and all, mate.
We need to just, what I'm trying to do is show people, listen, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. We use my situation in the same with the country. We can't see how beautiful this country can be, because
well, this is the thing. I do see it's a beautiful country because I know what it's been like since I've been born here, yeah? But what angers me the most is we're losing that. We can't lose that. Right. Oh, I know, yeah, no. Yeah, it'll only be a couple of songs to trim out, but anyway, mate, all right, you have a good day, yeah? Take care, mate. You all right?
How you doing? You hot?
It's getting it, isn't it? It's not too bad. It's just when you're stood in it constant, you know?
Yeah, what did you think of the protest?
What, today?
Yeah, great speakers.
Yeah, I always love coming down to Braintree.
Yeah, we had some fabulous speakers today.
I'm on YouTube as well. Stripey.
This
hello.
Emma, isn't it? Very good lady.
A lot of...
I've seen you on AY's ones.
He re-streamed when I was up in Chertsey. I was wearing a suit that day, so I guess I stuck out like a sore thumb.
You like an outfit, didn't you, Stripey?
Yeah, well, I've tried to move away from that. A suit, I'm all for, but less... I like Barney's one, though, the little pig. I have to admit, I did like the pig one. That was quality, wasn't it?
Funny.
But I'm trying to...
Yeah, isn't it?
I'm not very photogenic, so I try to not put myself on it. No, I'm just not. I just can't. But you've never seen it before? Yeah. Actually, I'm surprised he must... I wonder where Splooshy is today. He's always somewhere. He's always somewhere. I've not seen him since Chertsey, when I last saw Sploosh.
Fly on your hat.
Oh, they keep landing on everyone's heads today. Right. Let's go take a walk around. So we got some pictures with everybody, but have you enjoyed today? Gareth's here still. Gareth's still here. So yeah. Right. How's everyone in chat doing, by the way? I saw the. Yeah, let's go. We're going to go step over in the shade quick. That shade. I want you to sit down though. What is going on over here? Having a look at these. Fucking hell. Boys will be boys, eh? Mate, I ain't got a fucking clue. I've never used one. You need your phone though. You need your phone. You have to download their app. You stick. I don't know. Yeah. Unfortunately, modern day society wants you to have the brand newest phone so you can use all this stuff. Do you know what? It's like £5 for 30 minutes though, isn't it? Something like that. It's not worth it.
You should be able to go in that shop, get a card, put it on the app, and away you go. Once the money's been used up on the card, that's it.
Oh, kind of like you used to with the old phone pay as you go from. Yeah.
First ride's free.
Is it? All right, so should we download the app, go for a quick free ride and then just leave it? Yeah, but do you know what they do? Yeah, but do you know why they give you the first one free, right? Because what happens is you go for your little drive, you're riding along, you're all having a great time, and you forget the time. And you realise you've gone over, now you're getting charged. That's how they get you. Exactly, yeah. £170 for an hour. That's not too bad. It's all right though, because you can leave them wherever you want. So just go where you're going and sod it off. Yeah. There's a range. There's a limit to it, yeah.
You can't go any further. No, I was just having a little look just to see. You
Yeah, nice to see it. Couple of older gentlemen messing around with the scooters. I thought, what?
Well, I've got my own scooter, but when I'm putting it out, the old builders got this tape.
They don't like it, do they? Yeah, I know. You've got to be careful.
Nick it.
Because they'll seize it and they'll crush it.
They will.
They're bastards like that. I used to ride one of them little, what are they called, mini motos. Little tiny thing when I was like 16, 15 years old. And I used to wear a helmet, so I'd be safe. But the old Bill don't want you on the road with it, do they? But they let, you know what?
Yeah, but have a look. I'll see them all. Uber Eats over it. They take 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
On scooters and on the electric bikes, so they just stand in them.
2-tier police, mate. 2-tier police. 2-tier. Yeah. Help yourself. I'll be honest with you, mate. There's probably a few on there. Oh, there's got to be a couple on there, because I don't know. That's quite funny, though. Only for observation. No, for no sinister purposes here whatsoever. Move smart, spend less. Where does it say that? Oh yeah, move smart, spend less. Oh, I don't know. Bloody things, eh? I've never... Yeah, I think they last quite a while. But... No, yeah, enough of the old toys on the street. Like I said, boys will be boys. Doesn't matter how old you get. You just want to muck around. Unlike the police, they don't muck around, do they? They just ruin your life. Pardon? Oh. Oh yeah, I know. I don't get involved in the drama stuff when I'm on live streams. That's just not what we do. We're here for other reasons, people. We're here because of this lovely crowd that have come down today to show their support for this beautiful nation of ours. But yeah, this has been Braintree. Braintree in Essex. This will be our 3rd time there. Oh, there's Gareth. There's Gareth. Gareth having a chit chat with the Epping girls and some of the Braintree lot.
They'll have a show, won't they?
Because this is the thing as well, remember, right, and this is for you lot at home, so anyone who sets up these protests, they don't do it because it's, a jolly good time or because they're earning money, because they don't earn money. It's done because they care, because they've had enough of what's going on, so. Have you lot had enough of what's going on? Hang on, are we on about... Oh, I'm going to try and keep it off live stream for the moment, that's all, just because I try not to do any of the But you have to tell me about that because, yeah. Who? What do you mean? What, because we're wearing more summery clothes? Maybe. Because I'm not wearing a hat. Normally wear like hat and hood and stuff during the winter. Oh, okay. There is proof of all this, right? Okay. It's only because I'm absolutely a stickler for facts. Do you know what I mean? And it's mainly because people have thrown that accusation at me. Oh, sorry, Gareth. You bastard.
Yes, I fucking don't. Well, look, I got it, but if you've been charged me from a septic and if it was me,
Right, okay.
Heywood's getting it checked out.
I didn't know about that. I'm not. So, again, it's the same thing with, what's his Bob, who used to come into my chat. I used to game with the guy. Used to play video games with this guy, and then it turns out he's an absolute... How long ago is this? 22 years. Okay.
and I said if it was me...
Oh my God. Oh. But did he actually assault anyone? Okay. So it was a violent assault, not a sexual assault.
You don't get paid for the sex offender.
I kind of agree, yeah.
No, obviously I understand, but police do make mistakes.
Big mistakes. Big mistakes.
That's something. That's the first thing I you know how hard it is. And then calling off the knob just because someone else has called you up. You weren't even off the it.
Wesley? Yeah. I say, to be fair, just a quick one. Hello. Oh, I'm going to sit over here quick. Oh, get on the old fountain over here. Wesley, it's all healed up all right, is it? Not too bad. No, because I was watching Splooshes at the time. Mate, it was fucking crazy, it was. But, and obviously I saw your update video after you had the surgery and whatnot. No, it's just nuts. It's not put you off at all, though, has it? Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not in a hurry to get over there, I must admit. But that was Paris, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, you saw that, did you? Right, so that actually, the police dealt with that, but they decided they didn't want to take action because I antagonised the situation, because I said to the guys in McDonald's, I said, come on, let's go outside then. Because I encouraged that, the police weren't interested. So, but I said, but hang on. I said, the guy whose phone I slapped out his hand was different to the guy who punched me. I said, shouldn't you be dealing with them separate? Because he was nothing to do with it, but they don't care. But to be honest, I hold my hands up with that one. It was my fault. Lesson learned, don't start on drunks. Don't. It is what it is, mate, you know. That's why if I'm out now, I've had it. I was in Windsor not too long ago, about December. And some drunks were there and they were like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, none of this. I said, mate, look, nothing. I'm just minding my business. I don't want any trouble. Because you can't reason with drunk people. Do you know what I mean? So it's not worth trying. I'm assuming that's the first and last time that you've actually been assaulted with doing, yeah? Because you're not a confrontational type person. You don't go out of your way looking for trouble, do you? So.
Not one-on-one.
Yeah. And I'm guessing the authorities over there didn't care either. Yeah. Well, worse, I've come from Guildford. So, yeah, not too far. About what? Hour and a half, 2 hours if traffic's bad. So it's all right. But at most, it's a story, isn't it? You know what I mean? Story for the grandkids. All right. I imagine we're probably going to be shooting anyway because all things are done, mate. But you take care, all right? It's good seeing you, mate. Look after yourself. Ah, it's the AY audits I'm going to shoot, mate. Take care. I guess we might as well do, yeah. Good seeing you. Always good seeing you.
And you, darling, and you.
And
We've had a lot of the wrong people standing next to us. Unfortunately, we've got
yeah, no, listen, I'm not against that because I've had a particular YouTuber, I won't say her name, but everyone knows who she is, making allegations of me being a fucking nonce, right? Unfounded. It doesn't matter because everyone knows she's a Billy bullshit, okay? And of course there's no evidence of it, yeah, so she can't back it up. You know, I implore her, if you've got evidence, show us. Because you can't. But no, yeah, exactly. But obviously when someone has done something wrong, yeah, it should be called out. And 100% when it's violence against women, whether it's just physical violence or sexual violence, it should be called out.
emotional, financial,
All of it.
psychological.
There should be no violence. There should be no violence from men to women, women to men, and for all sexes, yeah?
It works both ways. I'm finally welcoming now. I say
Well. Well, that's like the worst kind. The ones that, that's why, you know, that matey in Chertsey who raped his daughter and killed her, like. And then I heard an even more horrible story. I don't know how true, was it you said it, Gary? About apparently he tried to like rip her apart and pull her heart out and stuff. Like, what the hell? I know these are horrible details and we don't want to talk about them, but we have to talk about them.
Because otherwise they're going around with their eyes closed and thinking
Yeah,
nothing happened.
exactly. I mean, that's some satanic shit, that is.
Well, that's all coming out now. We never believed that, did we? Well, I didn't. I didn't
But you don't want to believe, yeah, of course you don't want to believe it. 'Cause you don't want to believe that these things happen, but they do happen. And we need to talk about them until they stop happening, basically. Oh, I don't know. I still couldn't believe the fact that we was only here for 5 minutes. Gareth goes to me, he goes, there won't be any buses here today. Straight away, one turns up.
You don't need to do it.
Yeah.
First, hundreds.
No, I heard, yeah.
It was horrific. That is a bus. Oh. I mean, I know I'm a but when you're walking through town on your own, yeah, I'm on my own. At one point, I was too scared to get the phone out to get the picture of it doing it, because I was the only one else in the car.
Yeah.
I didn't have no one to call for help. I thought, if I take his picture as well,
It's kind of, it sucks, but you kind of need to not walk alone anymore. Do you know what I mean? You do that, you put yourself as a target on your back. But, I mean, whenever you come to the marches and the protests, we're always safe with the patriots. The good patriots.
it works out the good runners.
Yeah. Well, you do after a while, don't you?
It's been a learning curve, and there's been a. Unfortunately, but anyway, we've sorted out the traffic. We'll not tolerate abuse against
I like that saying. The wood from the chaff.
And that includes on our side as well. And the left have got it on their side too. Let's not make out it's all of us, because the left have got far more of it going on, but they're happy with it. We'll call it out.
Yeah, they seem to tolerate it.
Yeah, we won't.
Madness.
On the right side.
Yeah. That's what makes us different to the left, is we don't tolerate the wrong. We will stand up, say it as it is. Oh, and also we can actually back our arguments up with logic. Lefties can't do that.
They can only argue with me, can't they?
Pretty much. Yeah.
I just,
Or they'll just chuck the old racism card at you. That's their favourite thing.
Yeah,
Oh, you're a
that's
racist.
great too. Yeah, that's great too. But
And they can't win an argument, you're a racist.
Yeah, but I'm a country. So racism.
Proper country boy.
Country.
Country boy.
Now there's a Bentley in my family. Oh, I want to try people like Finch on that one, because we're having the same in a photo at the wedding. But all the non-people go,
Well-
it's good having different people in the family, because it gets different people out.
Yeah, well, that's true. Do you know what? I've got a sister who's got pretty much left-wing ideology. I don't think she's a true lefty, but she acts like it, like all high and mighty, and we don't get on. We don't see eye to eye, so we don't say anything to each other. But it's crazy to think that we are essentially cut from the same cloth, but we can go two completely separate paths in life. It's nuts. But well, we went to the same school. Like, it's weird. I don't know. Do you know what? She's 2 years older than me, so I don't know.
There's time for it, but the thing is, you're not trying to kill each other just because you've got opposing views.
Well, we got close to that recently, a little while back, yeah. You know, yeah, she got physical towards me.
Oh,
It did get physical.
that's a bit.
But we don't worry about it, we don't dwell on it. We don't dwell. Right.
Right,
Is again, you look after yourselves. We're gonna. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, I'll have a little look, but I don't think I'll be able to make it because of traffic, because of transport. Because not. Well, obviously, you remember, I'm sorry. And I. Yeah.
Do you remember the night that was on the Southampton? Really big muscle.
Oh, the one who helped Emma up.
Is that him?
And he was, yeah, I've got footage of him because he was stood at the front line doing a selfie in front of the police.
He got fucking 3 years in prison, yeah? Because, he took a video.
What, because of Southampton?
He took a video of him at the front.
Yeah, he was doing a selfie. I've got him on my video.
He done a video, he sent it to me. He's going, whatever. Someone threw something, drops his phone, goes on the floor. The police stomped on his phone. He picks his phone up, punches the shield, punches it again.
I did see that.
They put him in for 3 years.
Yeah, but listen, they shoved into him. I've got the proof. I've got the video. They shoved their shield into him first, and he got nudged. He was there behind, so he went like that and shoved the shield back.
The actual footage was on there. It said strike me right in the middle.
He's on my thumbnail of that video. He's on it.
Yeah.
He's on the thumbnail. I watched him get assaulted by police first. He then shoved them back. So he got done 3 years for that.
They raided his house.
I went to Southend Army.
Yeah.
Done a hard acceleration.
They still do it down by the front, do they?
Still down.
Yeah.
Speed camera. I got for that 5 points, 500 fine. Court fee.
Just because you did what?
Hard
Look,
acceleration.
they raided
Right.
his whole house.
Hang on, I don't want to show any personal details of my life.
You can't really see.
Okay. Right, but even still, he got 3 years because he thumped a shield.
That's
Yeah.
your footage, isn't it? Yeah.
And he was at the front, and he got. Like I said, I saw it. He got shoved first by the police.
They shoved him. They stood on his phone, and when they stood on his phone, he punched the shield twice.
Yeah, and I don't blame him for that. He had every right to shove that shield back or bump it.
Video, he's standing there like, whoa, don't push.
Yeah, and listen, that's not an act of aggression. He's got his back to the police. That's not aggressive.
It's not.
That's a joke. I didn't know he got done.
Yeah.
Loads of it.
What's his name, if you don't mind? Harry. Ah, unbelievable, you lot. He was a nice guy as well. Mate, I know. Remember, if you're white and British, 100% they'll definitely do you. They'll still do you even if you're black and British, but if you stand for what's right in this country, you are an enemy of the police. You are an enemy of the establishment. And you've got to be careful. So, I think we might as well. Shall we take a walk then? Start making our way. All done and dusted here, it's all very nice. Right. AY's still here, is he? AY's still here?
I know, I'm glad Splush turned up. Everyone's saying welcome to
Right.
the chat, I love it. Saying hi, Splush.
Dead quiet though. Police have all vacated. Oh look, there's the same guy from earlier.
Drag out the spoons.
Hmm? I was just looking. Oh look, there's the other guy there. Hey, having a good day, yeah? You've been out all day in this sun. I hope they're paying you well.
Brilliant.
All right. Seems a bit grumpy. He was chatty earlier, now he's a miserable bastard. Oh well. Maybe it's because they're secret lefties, who knows? You just never know. Well, when's this come out anyway, by the way? Just found out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
what?
We're all stood here together, saying we just want safety, and because of that, we're all fighting like
Okay.
Prove it, mate, because I would. Innocent and proven guilty.
I'd be like, yeah, it's hurtful, you didn't believe me, but I'll prove it because blah, blah, blah. That's what I would do.
I thought he used to watch fucking TV and fucking microwave.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
used to hear him on
TV.
CH.
Called him a knob.
Well, like I said, that was the other thing as well, is we had someone in our chat who used to be a regular. I used to play video games with him, right? Met him through YouTube, nice enough geezer. Bit crude, but, you know, whatever. We ended up getting rid of him because he was being a bit too much. A lot of people complained about him, right? Then it transpires, after finding out someone said something about him, and they wouldn't tell me his last name, but they said that apparently he's got crimes, he's been done for crimes against children, yeah? So I actually found his name because he sent me a PayPal. I put his name into Google, boom, there it was. 4.5 years he spent in prison for rape of a 10-year-old girl.
It's so bad that we have to find it out ourselves. There should be something that like shows.
Sex offenders register, all that stuff, it's not public knowledge. And it should be. We need to have a vote to get that made into public. Anyone should be able to access that to find out who's on it.
Yeah, but you've got to be careful.
Yeah, but hey, listen, I know what you're suggesting, and they're probably only going to end up clearing our streets up for us, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know.
What's that tattoo say wrong?
It says, "Don't be bloody nosy." No, it doesn't.
I think he should have Emma on his neck.
No, we don't. We're not. Neither of us are property to each other, are we?
I think Emma
I've been with her 21 years. Is that not divine devotion?
See?
Because we would do like the wedding, right? But I don't see the point of going to the registry office because who does that benefit? The government. Yeah? Yes. I know what you're saying, but you know, it is what it is. We could do it anywhere, but
Strike his stream, marriage dream.
yeah, but we're trying for the children anyway. We'll just have some bastard children, it's fine.
She wants to go to school and then everybody be name and it's all going to be.
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah, your kids will go to school and they'll go, your mum and dad said I'm a bastard. You know what?
Don't be bastards. Oh.
I'm a bastard, please.
Mohammed, behave yourself. Joking, mate. That is the most popular name. That is the most.
Right, he's right.
That is the most popular name in the UK. 3 years in a row. Mohammed and Oscar, ain't it, or something?
We'll just call our kids McLovin.
McLovin. Rate the movie. Rate the movie.
There you go. First child, McLovin.
McLovin.
It's already settled. Right. I said it several times already, but this time we're going to go. All right. Good seeing you again. You take care. Lovely seeing you.
See you later. Bye, see you later.
Look after. Oh, get you all cooked, hanging up. But who else have we still got? Oh, everyone's shot anyway. Right. Take care. See you later. Right, chat. I do apologise. You've been caught here listening to me waffle to people. And there we go. So, big up, Wesley. Big up what? You're with me, and you're not. It's like a. How do we say? I don't know. The opposite of a greeting, a goodbye. That's what it is. Did you not want to get any food from this place, or? You all right? Oh, you got some? Okay.
Twice.
Oh, what a sunny day. But how are you lot, chat? How are you lot? I hope you're all enjoying this lovely Saturday and this lovely weather. Cool. I thought I was going to die. Standing there in that sunshine. And then there's public toilets. Oh, we can go that way. We can take a little walk. Oh yeah, Sainsbury's. Yeah, should we go? Sainsbury's has got toilets. Right here, yeah. Yeah, let's go to the Sainsbury's quick. Emma needs to use the loo. Oh look, some washy up liquid. Is it fairy up liquid though? Well, we need fairy up liquid. Who else calls it fairy up liquid?
but like, we've got quite a few people at home that actively call it the fairy up liquid. I still can't believe I lost that migrant earlier and he gave me the slip. Fairy what? Fair enough, Mikey. Yeah, the migrant was, Gav didn't get egged. The migrant was sat on his bench and I was talking to a lady and he walked ahead of me for about a few metres ahead, and he went round the corner where this barber shop is, right? And he just went poof and disappeared. I think that he went round this corner. I'm just doing a quick thing, I'll be there. But then, but anyway, I'm trying to talk, but you're just distracting me now. I've lost my train of thought. Right, anyway, so migrants, comes right here, boom, disappears, vanishes. What is up with you? What is up with you? You go do whatever you're doing. I'm just talking to chat, okay? No, I will walk and tell them exactly where that migrant disappeared. Thank you very much. I walk around here whilst Emma goes to the toilet, because she can't go by herself. She needs someone to hold her hand. So that's what we're doing, apparently. What's going on over here then? What? What are you saying? Wait. What are you saying? So I'm not going to get involved with that because the lady who's clearly in a little bit of distress, I guess. We don't film stuff like that. Police yet, but we don't film people in distress. The ambulance here to come pick this lady up. So. But that's what I was thinking. It's like some sort of teleportation device, because literally this geezer that I'm following, right? I watched him get off the bus, the minibus that is, from Wethersfield. 4 of them, 5, whatever, right? They jump off and they all scatter, they all separate. So one's off in one direction, another in another, and so on and so forth. And I thought, okay, let's just pick whichever one. So we picked one. Easy to spot one, white t-shirt, got hands free in his ears, shouting really loud on the phone. We follow him. And I'm following him. And he won't go wherever he's going as long as he knows he's been followed. So he sort of doubles back on himself a few times until I got to where I just showed you a second ago, and then he just disappears around a corner. I reckon he actually got around a corner and legged it. Either that or
Love not blind. We raise our voices. We draw the line. We want safe homes. We want space. Come on, stand around, people. Cause our towns are breaking under all the pressure overnight. We stand as one. We stand as one tonight. The roads are overflowing. The doctors stretched too thin. School's waiting lists keep growing. And more keep moving in. Not planned, not fair, not balanced. Just signatures and speed. While we're left picking pieces of the system built on greed.
Thank you, Alabama.
So we say no to the HMO. Local people say the plan's unfair. We stand together to show we care. To save the homes for a future built with pride. We won't let our towns be broken.
You'll have to give us a fucking shout one time when you go into one of them big fucking like RAF things.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll just meet you somewhere or whatever, and I'll just come in with you or something. And then you obviously you do your lives and all that.
Yeah, cool.
And then I'll just fucking shout at everyone.
Yeah.
Can I get a picture of you two? Yeah, of course you can. I didn't even know this was UK sploosh. 1 sec.
I think we've got matching sunglasses, the same colour
Oh,
lens,
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. These are Vivian Westwoods.
Oh, lovely, very nice, very nice.
You still got that lens on it? The one that you had off the
We're all being lazy. We're all being lazy here, apparently. Everyone's got the monopods out.
Come on, get your
Get
stick
your
out.
monopod out.
Are we comparing sizes? Is that what we're doing?
I would buy one for you, mate.
Well, whack your stick down.
Can we do one more? Go on, he's fixed it. He wants to do
Is
one
it, what's
more.
he done? Has he broke it?
Fucking broke it. Yes.
Brilliant.
Warnings ignored, broken
that's good, that.
Where's that one? Searchlight magazine.
We speak for the voices taken away, for every girl who didn't see another day. This is for the women that failed to defend. We want to stay quiet now,
I presume there's some speeches coming up.
Pink ladies stand where the truth should be.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I feel like there might be an end bit, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's an end to it or not.
Any good food places around here or not?
I mean, we managed to find a spoon.
Shop?
Yeah. We didn't really find any kind of shops in well or any other food places.
There's always a spoon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those places where there's like nothing around.
We see the signs, we hear the cries. No more silence, no more lies. From every street
What is going on
to every town, we stand as one. We won't back down. Too long ignored, too long concealed. Now every truth will be revealed. Parents against grooming, hear us loud. Standing strong, we stand our ground. For every child, for every name, we rise as one. We won't be tamed. Parents against grooming, draw the line. Your children's future, yours and mine. No more fear, no turning blind. We are the voice. We are the line.
Right, I'm going to have you facing me then because I'm watching it away now. So you can watch
No
it
more
for a minute.
No more shame. Call it out.
That was the march in Heywood, people. I don't think they're going to do any speeches afterwards, but I did tell you that I was going to be late. I'm quite lucky I even made that march, if I'm honest. I was just going to double back and go home. But, so thank you to the UK roads for making us nearly an hour late. You what?
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Yours, yeah.
Thank you, mate. It's alright. It does the job.
So mysterious for some people.
Protect the children! Violence against women! Protect the
And you guys want your flags before we go away?
Right, we're going to turn this off, people. I told you the traffic made us late. Gutting, absolutely gutting. Never mind. Appreciate you all being here. We will do a live on the way back. It will probably be on Kick. So make sure you are on Kick. Make sure you've got yourself a username on Kick, and then follow same UK sploosh, same spelling. Follow that on there, and you will be able to tune in to Sploosh FM on the way home. Thank you to anyone that's donated. Thank you to anyone that's just been here most of the day. I mean, we're going to do it, like I said, we're going to do it on the way back as well. You win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? I was trying to get out to one of the smaller protests today to show that there is more than just what's been happening in the larger side of protests. But traffic didn't want me to be here on time. So there we go. Love to all of you. Keep your head above water. Don't be a dick and stay humble.
So, jetzt hier dauert's. Jetzt gehen sie hier mit in die Masse rein, Polizei geht auch rein. Alter.
Out of the demo! Get the demo! Get back out there! Get back out there! The demo! Hold up!
Oh, ich ist mal angerannt durch Bourne von dem Typ.
den Ellbogen.
Am meisten leidest unter dem Linkston. Tut mir leid, Uwe. Der Uwe hört da nicht so gut im Kopfhörer.
Das ist aber unübersichtlich, ne? Die Polizei geht jetzt hier durch. Jetzt. Ach, das ist ja der Typ, der mit Essplaner Probleme hatte. Ist da umgeschubst hatte. Ist das Tränengas oder? Stinkt so hoch oder so?
Machen Sie den Kreis zu. Noch eine Person ausgezogen. Eine Person.
Nicht zu sehen. Aber da geht es ja auch weiter, oder? Wenn ich hier durchkomme.
Trotzdem danke, ja? Also so schnell war die Toleranz beendet. Könnt ihr euch das nochmal zeigen? Guck mal her. Wie sieht das denn aus? Daryl kann auch nur passiv auf mich aufpassen. Aber das ist diese Toleranz, die ich immer wieder erfahre. Und da weiß ich nicht, wie sich eine Gesellschaft befrieden soll. Das muss anders laufen. Und dann muss man auch die Meinung des anderen aushalten und muss sich besonders auch...
Das Halt hier zwischen den Gebäuden so extrem.
Dann sind wir auch da. Mal sehen, ob sie den durchlassen. Nur eine Hexenkessel, ja. Ein Klimatraum.
Eventuell, ich glaube bis 18 Uhr oder so. Heute muss man vergessen, weißt du? Okay, jetzt Abfahrt. Jetzt ist Rabattsabfahrt hier. Hier ist Rabattsabfahrt. Und sie machen jetzt eine Glocke um die Person. Schließen den Kreis.
Eine Maßnahme für alle, egal wie da drin sind.
Und machen das Ding hier zu.
Jetzt sehen wir vor, ja.
Sorry.
Die Leute frei!
Zwei Festnahmen sogar. Nicht nur eine, sondern zwei. Der andere läuft ein bisschen mit mehr Unterstützung von der Polizei.
jetzt ist sie langsam am Ende der Demo. Ich bin so angelangt hier. Ah, hier fällt's zu. Schlägt mir keiner ans Bein. Hier auch mal mit rechnen.
Hip, hip!
Hip, hip! Hip, hip!
Da geht direkt rein.
Das Feuerchen gemacht. Fragen, wenn was passieren kann. Ja, auch schon mal so ein paar anderes. Wieder aufbauen. Dreieinhalb Stunden beim Staatsschutz verbracht.
Und zu die Kiste. So. Ja, 2 Festnahmen. Und hier geht es auch direkt dann zur Sammelstelle des gesamten Ereignisses. Aber ordentlich Rabatz!
Hey, hallo!
Haben die alle geguckt. Jetzt haben die alle geguckt.
Du bist auch hier!
Rabatz! Und schon wieder. Ja, Rabatz hat sich eingespeichert, sag ich ganz ehrlich.
Haben wir ja gesagt,
ja, aber war doch
ja nicht vermummen. Heute ist Vermummungsverbot, keine Schlauchschals bis unter die Nase oder über die Nase.
So wie es jetzt
ja,
wahrgenommen hatte.
Ja. Der schwarze Block macht es ja trotzdem.
Ja, genau, das habe ich
meine Verhältnisse.
Das war der Grund für den ersten Stopp. Das hat die Versammlungsleitung
Also ich wurde ein bisschen
dass sie nicht weiterlaufen.
schwieriger mal von A nach B gebracht.
Dass sie die Vermummung abgeben sollen, ansonsten würde die Polizei reingehen und die Leute rausziehen. Was ich aber dann nicht beobachten konnte, aber die stehen eine Weile. Aber ich denke, es ist einfach witzig, wenn jemand eine regierungskritische Demo macht, dann wird denen alles Mögliche einfallen, diese Demo möglichst aufzuhalten und am besten rumstehen zu lassen, wo es kaum jemand mitbekommt.
Ja, richtig interessant ist ja, also dieselben Leute, Antifas, wenn es um andere Themen geht, also nicht um Rheinmetall oder so, dann dürfen die sich alle vermummen, das ist alles prima und gut. Nur heute, wo es jetzt gegen Rheinmetall geht, da dürfen sie sich dann auf einmal nicht vermummen, das ist auch interessant. Bei gewissen Leuten da ist es sowieso verboten. Denk mal an diese 1 Million Veranstaltung mit den Trommlern und um Gottes Willen, andere dürfen sich also sowieso keine Schlauchschals tragen. Ne?
Ja, gut, das ist mir jetzt noch nicht so aufgefallen. Mir ist nur hier aufgefallen, dass ich jetzt, nachdem diese Durchsage war, dieser Stopp, dass ich noch etliche Leute beobachtet habe, teilweise mit FFP2-Masken.
Gehen wir mal weiter nach vorne, ja. Gehen wir mal weiter nach vorne, dann schauen wir mal, was da so von sich geht. Hier ist man beim Wildpinkeln irgendwie dabei.
Ja, aber ich sag, aber andererseits sage ich denke, ich versuche mich mit denen einzusetzen und ich denke, wir können erreichen, indem wir etwas, was wir erreichen können. Und ich natürlich auch versuchen zu analysieren, wo wir behindert werden von der Polizei, aber ich finde es immer schade, wenn man sich so konzentriert und die machen das doof und die machen das doof und Gewalt, natürlich ist Gewalt furchtbar. Aber ich denke, ich freue mich wirklich über jeden, der hier ist und an der Demo teilnimmt, egal wie. Ich denke, das ist das Allerwichtigste. Frieden ist nicht alles, aber ohne Frieden ist alles nichts. Und deshalb freue ich mich wirklich über jeden, der bei dieser Demo ist. Und ich muss ehrlich sagen, also ich
Ach, der Typ schon wieder hier mit seinem Hund, den er mal angefasst hat.
ja,
Der
schon
erinnert euch
noch
bestimmt.
angezogen vom Styling und so, ja, aber ich meine, mich hat keiner blöd angeguckt.
Oh ja, das ist der wieder. Oh Gott, ey. Ich kotze ab.
Anscheinend ja, wobei ich frage mich immer, ist es nicht?
Ja, der auch mal von mir weggestoßen werden musste, ist auch hier wieder aufgehalten. Halten wir fest, 16:36 Uhr.
Wenn ja auch gewisse Leute nicht da haben, da kann man nicht die Ansage verachtet auf euch, da sind rechte Streamer, ne? Ja, ja, direkt vom Wagen aus. Beim Mummeln ist nicht erlaubt, mit einem selben Satz wurde gesagt, passt euch nicht auf, da sind rechte Streamer.
Ja, schön finde ich natürlich nicht. Ja, ich meine, man kann ja immer sagen, das ist alles so. Solange man nicht angegangen wird, ausgeschossen,
blockiert, also man wird hier blockiert bei Behinderten in der Hafen.
wahrscheinlich halt auch, wahrscheinlich soll es
Eigentlich mache ich das nicht, ich habe auch einen sachlichen Titel genommen und ich dachte, dass ich selber mache eigentlich solche Sachen nicht. Aber wenn ich natürlich dann angegangen wäre, behindert werde, dann ja, reagiere ich natürlich auch darauf. Ich bin auch nur ein Mensch und reagiere dann. Vor allem, man hat gewisse Erfahrungen mit Leuten. Da habe ich auch schon meine Erfahrungen auch schon einiges an Gewalt erfahren, auch Angriffe, Schlag in den Rippen, bis dann 2 Wochen lang war. Einstellen, solche Sachen, auch Beine stellen.
Naja, Goldblock ist in Sicht. Stimmt, der ist hier in der Nähe mit seinem Schild. weitergeht, mehr oder weniger. Das ist hier aber Rabattsbereitschaft ist hier auf jeden Fall.
Fast alle Parteien eigentlich, alle Parteien, also das als Staatsführung, also sorgen mehr oder weniger. Unterstützen von Israel, unbedingte, also bedingungslose Unterstützung.
Die Clowns-Truppe hier.
Man muss ja auch kein Tuch.
Alter Schwede. Das ist wirklich völlig verstellt hier.
Ich denke, das ganze Parteiensystem ist ja auch Teil des Spiels.
So, schau dich mal wieder um. Wieder.
Es wurde jemand festgenommen, mit dem ich schon mal gesprochen hatte, der so voll zugeklebt war an dem Tag, wo es so geregnet hatte, der letzte Livestream, falls ihr euch erinnert. Da war doch einer voll maskiert, der mich doch angequatscht hatte. Und seine Begleitung war das hier.
Leute denken, ach, das sind 5% vom Bundeshaushalt, aber das ist eben ein riesiger Unterschied. Ja? Und auch mit der Wehrpflicht. Ne? Also, ja, mein Pro und Contra gibt es natürlich dafür, aber ich finde es halt besser, sich gegen Wehrpflicht einzusetzen. Ja? Gegen alles. Ich denke, wenn ich Frieden will, dann sollte ich gegen das sein, was es ist halt schön, dass wir jetzt
Aber solange die Bundeswehr nicht nur für die Landesverteidigung ist, sondern eben für Auslandseinsätze, bin ich jetzt auch gegen die Wehrpflicht. Wenn die Bundeswehr jetzt nur für die Grenzschutz, Landesverteidigung, Katastrophenschutz wäre, dann hätte ich da nichts gegen, wenn wir aus der NATO rausgehen würden. Weil ich denke, wir würden das dann auch brauchen, weil die NATO könnte dann uns gegenüber feindlich gesonnen sein. Ja? Wenn ich mir gut denke, gerade in den USA, die feindlichen Staaten von Amerika, die können dann, hat es oft genug Putschs geben, also wenn ein Land dann da ausgeschert ist oder so. Ne? Ja, überall in der Welt, sonst Nicaragua, überall, Iran, was da denkt damals, ich glaube überall, einmarschiert oder so, egal.
Und die Farbrevolution, was wir ja auch im Iran gesehen haben. Ich meine, die haben es ja dazu gegeben, dass die Aufstände im Iran gesteuert.
Denk mal an Nord Stream, ne? Nord Stream 2 und Nord Stream.
Ja.
Die ja auch hinter. Aber nicht, dass die Ukrainer das alleine waren.
Ja, also was ich an Nord Stream finde, ist, dass jetzt eigentlich das gängige Narrativ ist, dass es Ukrainer gewesen wäre, was ich mir schwer vorstellen kann. Aber wenn man das jetzt so annimmt, dass die das waren, finde ich es halt krass, dass wir dieses Land, das uns quasi die Schlagader von unserer Wirtschaft weggesprengt hat, dass wir dieses Land noch mit Geld unterstützen, auch vor allem nach den ganzen Korruptionsskandalen. Und man weiß, das Geld kommt einfach nicht da an. Ich habe jetzt auch erst letztens gehört, dass das Geld, das wir der Ukraine geben, dass das ja eigentlich mal wieder in die USA geht, weil die dann sagen, wir möchten dafür die und die Waffen von der USA kaufen. Ja.
Geh mal nach vorne, wird mal ins Gefängnis schmeißen. Vielen Dank. Willst du noch irgendwas sagen?
Ja, setzt euch bitte für Frieden ein und
Danke. Schönen Abend. Ciao. So, Mikrofon mal ranmachen. Moment. Schalten. Ich muss jetzt hier ran. Gut. Mal gucken. Ah, Mann, was ist das hier?
Also er hat schon geguckt auf jeden Fall hier, unser Rasterlock-Typ. Der hat schon gekickt.
Oh, Mann.
Also,
Das ist das falsche Schuhwerk hier irgendwie.
vielleicht erkennt er mich auch.
Kommt sie ja vor wie der Pampa. Ja, dann wollen wir es mal auf die Tunnel schmeißen hier. Auch wirklich. Was ist hier los?
So, jetzt nochmal hin kurz.
Ah, ist bei uns wirklich schlecht.
Schauen wir mal, wer den längeren Atem hat, die Polizei oder die Leute hier vor Ort, die Demonstrierende.
Der schwarze Block.
Na, aber so viele Leute noch vermummt sind, dadurch blockiert die Polizei den weiteren Verlauf.
Ich habe das Gefühl, einige filmen ja auch schon von der Ding. Ich bin jetzt hier beendet auch.
Durch diese Strafverfolgungsbehörden, ja, wollen sie natürlich